Hey guys, welcome back to the series. We are in Mark chapter 14. We've been at the home of Simon the leper. There's been a woman who has come into Jesus' presence, broken open an expensive bottle of perfume, anointed his head. It's in a lavish, extravagant gesture. She's been criticized for it, but Jesus stood up for her and he said she poured this perfume on my body beforehand to prepare for my burial. And this theme of preparation I really want to hone in on this morning. It seems to be all over these sections here. In verse 12 it says, on the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, when it was customary to sacrifice the Passover lamb, Jesus' disciples asked him, where do you want us to go and make preparations for you to eat this Passover? This previous incident had happened 2 days before Passover, and now here we are on the first day of this feast of unleavened bread, this Passover time, a time that the Jews commemorated their miraculous escape, their deliverance from slavery in Egypt many centuries earlier, when time was so short that they could only grab unleavened bread for the trip, when they were covered by the Passover lamb, the blood of the lamb that was smeared on their doorposts to keep them safe. This time is packed with prophetic significance and promise, and it's no mistake that Jesus is here on this time preparing himself for his sacrifice, for his death, and for his burial. Ever since Mark chapter 8, in this gospel, we've been reading that Jesus has been setting his face toward Jerusalem, telling his disciples that he would be handed over, that he would be crucified, he would be put to death, and 3 days later rise again. Jesus is not taken by surprise, and so he's not taken by surprise with some other preparations, because in verse 10 and 11 it tells us this: Judas Iscariot, one of the 12, went to the chief priests to betray Jesus to them. They were delighted to hear this and promised to give him money. So he watched for an opportunity to hand him over. This woman is preparing Jesus' body for burial. His disciples are preparing for this Passover celebration, this Feast of Unleavened Bread. And Judas, in the meanwhile, one of the disciples, is preparing to hand him over. But in the midst of all this, Jesus is not taken by surprise. Jesus is right on time with the purposes set before him to fulfill his calling and his ministry, to become that perfect sacrificial lamb of Passover for his people. It's good news, guys. God bless you.